All right, guys, now we're going to discuss the economic issues the Weimar Republic faced after World War One. It's going to be a shorter video this time, and let's get into it. All right, so as you can see from this photo, um, German currency will actually be so worthless during the early 1920s that people will use it as wallpaper rather than spend it to buy wallpaper. It's actually going to be cheaper to use the currency. We'll get into that and the reasons for that in a second here. So, 1923, a couple years after World War One, Germany starts to fall behind on its reparation payments. And one of the nations they owe money to, France, decides to occupy with troops the Ruhr River Valley. Now, the Ruhr River Valley is a heavily populated, highly industrialized region in Germany. It's actually one of the most economically powerful regions in the world, even today. The French decide to occupy this region, and they take over the natural resources and they take over the industries there, most prominently the steel industry. And the Germans are really upset by this, clearly. So they decide to refuse to work. They decide to protest in the form of passive resistance. The German government decides to support these individuals. Think about, like a foreign army coming in and just occupying your city. This is basically what happened here. The German government decided to print more money in order to pay these workers who were no longer working. And as we know, when you print money, the value of that currency goes down, and this leads to inflation. So the value of a dollar or a currency, the German mark in this case, drops because there's so much money in circulation that it loses its value. So this is going to happen in Germany, and pretty soon it's going to get so bad that they develop something that economists call hyperinflation, which is essentially this rapid, excessive, out of control price increase in the economy. And it had a lot to do with the amount of German marks in circulation. And as you can see here, it got so bad that you would need a wheelbarrow to actually carry the amount of cash necessary to buy a loaf of bread. So money just becomes pretty much worthless, and the price of goods to match this just spirals out of control. So big problems in Germany during this time period. Think about if you have like your life savings, right? And that's set at a certain amount. And now imagine if the price of all goods just go up, astronomically. You are no longer able to, purchase things in the same way that you would have, previously. So a lot of people were ruined by this. This is a big deal, and it's going to hurt a lot of Germans, and it's going to anger a lot of Germans, and it's going to lead to the rise of many political groups who are, essentially going to go out there saying they could fix these economic issues. And one of those groups happens to be the Nazi Party. And we'll get into the rise of the Nazis and Adolf Hitler in the next video. So we'll get into that, and yeah, we'll see.